Hello, hello. Welcome to Thanksgiving week. Please excuse the audio quality. My headset is toast, so I am doing this just over my computer mic. I guess I'll use Black Friday to get a new headset. When it comes to this week, just 2 days, then make sure you actually give thanks as is in the concept of Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Be careful, be safe, stay healthy. You can see there's just one remote assignment listed here under the planner. We've talked a little bit about themes. It's that statement of what people should learn from the text, what they should find out, what they should do. A motif is similar to just a topic. It's one word. So motif, one word, a theme, a full statement. That's your remote assignment this week. The planner, let's take a look at it right now. Remote, in class. You're watching this video right now. You're doing the first step. I'm going to have you do the See, Think, Wonder process with one more piece of art. Last week, you did one in class with a partner or on your own, and then you did a remote one. A lot of really good engagement with the in-class piece, less engagement with the remote piece. So if you still need to do that remote assignment, please do. This will be your last one, this See, Think, Wonder. It'll be your third piece, and after that, you'll be ready to actually fill out the art survey, which is out of the 3 pieces of art you looked at, which one is the one you want to do your project on? And I'm going to clarify a little bit about that project shortly. About half of you already filled out a survey or a questionnaire previously. I'm still going to have you fill out this art survey. I changed the format by adding a few questions and having you upload a file. So if you already did it, please still do it here. And your ideas may have even changed since last Wednesday as you've looked at more art. When we look at what you'll do, you'll have this page. It'll be right under the last thing you completed, the other See, Think, Wonder that said you could do it with a partner. Already telling you about this concept previously. You know the format of this. Do it again. Choose something interesting. If you think you're like, I already know it's going to be one of my other 2, try something different. Try something unique, maybe that you didn't consider art before. Art doesn't have to be on a wall. It doesn't have to be a painting. This could be a sculpture. It could be graffiti. I had someone send me an email if they could choose a music piece. Absolutely. Get creative, get interesting, make it your own instead of just settling for, like, I know this is a famous piece of art. I can apply resilience to it. Done. Take a shot. If you've already done 2 and you think you know what you're doing, get a little bit creative here. See maybe if there's something you like even more. Because beyond just filling this out, the concept is for the actual project you're going to do, the Overcoming Barriers art project, and this is also sent to you, we're taking this closer look at piece of art. Similar to how Doug connected to the birds to overcome barriers, good art, people can connect to it. It says something about experience as a person, as a human. What you're going to look for is art that reflects a story of resilience. So if you chose art before that, you're like, I see this, I see that. When you actually start thinking and your story comes together, you want that story to connect to resilience. You want it to connect to how it's overcoming barriers or that element. Because by the end of class today, you need to choose one of these options for your project. For the piece of art that you really like, do you want to write a poem about it and incorporate that way of building resilience? And I'll show you an example shortly. Do you want to create your own piece of art? Maybe you've looked at these 2 or 3 pieces of art and you're like, you know what? I actually want to make something. Or you really like drawing, you really like creating, go for it. Instead of writing a poem, you create your own piece of art and you write an artist statement explaining how this actually shows one of those 10 ways to build resilience and this connection and how you actually did it and its meaning. Or maybe you're feeling less creative, don't want to do a poem on something you chose, don't want to create an own piece of art, but you want to take a piece of art and write a story about it, analyze it, break it down more similar to an essay, and here you tell a story rather than writing a poem. So here, take a look. Last page I'm going to send you before the survey, the form. Here's your example of a poem you would write. It is annotated. Thank you, Ms. McCusick, for doing this. Shows you the depth. Shows you that it's more than just, oh, I'm going to have a rhyme scheme. I'm going to use some personification. What else are you going to do in there? Show your thoughts. If you're going to do the analytical piece, you can see at least 3 paragraphs. This one pushes on to 4. Start with some kind of hook, personal story, connection. Why do you actually like this piece? You can say I For all my people that really want that first person I, here you go. Then get into what you see and think. Tell that story. Get that story that's going to connect to resilience, or that element that you say is there. Dive in a little bit deeper. Have some fun with it. Maybe you connect it to some background knowledge. In the end, if you haven't already explicitly done it, finish it with that final statement of how this piece shows resilience so well. If you look at either of those and you have a feeling of what you would like, that is when you are ready to go to the last, when I said last page before, but this page is actually a form. When you load it, it's going to ask you what's your class period. Really just helps you be organized. Title your chosen piece of art and the artist. I can see if there's doubles. I can look into this artist more. It's interesting for me. This, make sure you actually can apply it to one way of building resilience. Here, it's just a start. You don't need to write your whole essay or your whole poem here, but how does it actually connect? If you say take care of yourself, here you should be able to talk about a detail, something that's actually present in your painting, in your sculpture, in your graffiti, in that music that is representative of this resilience that you're going to make your story from. So which one are you going to do? You're going to write a poem about your chosen piece. You're going to create your own piece of art and describe your creative process, talk about that resilience and what you're trying to show with your art. You're going to write an analysis of your chosen piece. Just choose one. Your last step, upload a file actually showing your piece of art. If you're one of my people who chose the second creative option, you're creating your own piece of art, you don't have to upload anything, but spend our Thanksgiving break actually creating your piece so that you'll be ready to work on it when we come back from the break next Monday, Tuesday. You'll have one more class with the substitute, and then next Wednesday following Thanksgiving, I'll be back on Zoom and then back in class after that. The last thing I will leave you with would be the Benny update. Here he is, learning to raise his hand. This is about as much attitude as his face has shown. Still getting used to things, still getting used to his schedule. Time is a whole new concept for me, it seems, in terms of when I'm productive, when I do things, how I use 24 hours. But it's been interesting. It's been good. He is getting, I guess, more dynamic each day, more personality showing than just kind of being present. There's a little bit more that he's doing than just being there. So that's cool. Please do your best this week with these 2 days. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I will see you next week.